Hello everyone, this is Bhupendra from Abacus Overseas Education. Today we have a special guest from University of South Dakota, Mr. Patrick. He's a director for the international office. Hello Patrick, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for visiting Abacus and giving a first-hand information for our students and the counselors. So today we are here to give the more in-depth information about the university programs, requirements, and also the ongoing process to study abroad.
Yeah.
So first of all, I would like to ask you, could you please elaborate more kind of where is the geographical location of the university, how old the university is, what kind of international students you have, and about the university.
Sure. So the University of South Dakota, we're located in the upper Midwest of the United States. So if students are familiar with where kind of Chicago is, we're basically straight west of Chicago in the U.S. state of South Dakota. University of South Dakota is located in a small college town called Vermillion. So we're kind of that typical American university experience in that, small town, very safe, very walkable. Total enrollment's right about 10,000 students, and that's from undergraduate through our PhD programs. And we have right now about 700 international students, with about 150 to 200 of those students are from India, and another several hundred from the South Asia region more broadly. We've been around for a while. 1862 was our founding date. We're the oldest institution of higher learning in both North or South Dakota.
I see. So if you could just explain more about what undergraduate programs you offer, the popular ones.
Yeah, so definitely, anything AI, computer science is very popular. Our business school has 11 majors. So that's a very popular, I'd say of those, accounting, finance, business analytics would be the top three. We have a lot of students in health sciences as well, neuroscience, nursing, public health, medical laboratory science. And we have, fine arts and School of Education programs and others as well, though those are a little bit less popular with international students. There are still very good quality programs.
Great. And what about the requirements for the undergraduate specifically?
Yeah, we're basically looking for, on the 10th standard and 12th standard exams, state board, CBSE, doesn't matter, but looking basically mid to high 60s or better. Would be kind of towards the lower end, but still definitely students would be admitted with a smaller scholarship. English proficiency scores, 6 on the IELTS, 71 on the TOEFL. SAT is not required. So certainly, if students take it, great. We can help them out a little bit better in scholarships, but certainly not necessary to take.
Okay. So what will be the tuition fees for the undergraduate students?
Yeah, so it's right about $13,000 per year before scholarships. Scholarships range anywhere from $1,500 to about $6,000 a year. And they're automatic, no separate application. Whatever a student qualifies for will be on their admission letter.
Okay. And this scholarship carries for every year?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yep.
Great.
Every year for 4 years.
Got you. And what about the graduate programs? What are the popular ones you offer?
Yeah, so definitely computer science, artificial intelligence is emerging pretty quickly. We've had AI as a university for close to 10 years now, so it's not new to us, even though it might be new to the rest of the world in terms of capturing the popular imagination. But as well as, we have more traditional software engineering and development. That's still a very strong program. And then MBA, business analytics, and accountancy programs are very popular. We have STEM designated, 4 MBAs that are STEM designated, and also all of our accounting specializations are STEM designated. Of course, our MS in business analytics is STEM as well.
Got you. And what are the requirements for the master's programs?
Yeah, so for all the programs I just mentioned, we're looking for essentially 7.5 out of 10 CGPA or better. No strict requirement on backlogs, so students with, handful of backlogs should have no issues whatsoever. And then English proficiency, looking at about a 6 overall IELTS, 79 TOEFL. Duolingo would be about, I believe, a 110.
Great. And is there any kind of scholarships offered for the master's students as well?
We don't have scholarships for the master's programs, but the tuition fees quite affordable by American standards, about $13,300 for our program. So certainly when we kind of stack that up. And even with the scholarship from another university, we tend to be very competitive in pricing.
Great. So the fees which you mentioned, that 13,300, which is for 1 year program, or it's for the entire master's?
Great question. So all of our programs are the equivalent of basically 4 semesters. So that 13,300 is for 2 semesters.
2 semesters. Great. And as you told that you have more than 700 international students, and what is the student and faculty ratio in the university?
So overall, it's 15 to 1 student to faculty ratio, which is pretty good for a public university. And then individual programs vary, but the business and computer science, it might be, anywhere from 14 to 18 to 1. So
great. So, how do you see the visa success rate specifically for the international student? And if I say that, how about the Indian students coming to the university?
Yeah, so for us in India, it's right around 70% is kind of what we typically see, which, to be honest, is average to slightly above average. I think because South Dakota is not a household name, it actually can be a student's benefit, because the students, when they pick us, they've done their research, right? That they really look through the process, they're engaged, they're working with, really frankly, top-notch consultancies like Abacus, right? So that they're not just following the crowd. And I think visa officers pick up on that when they talk to the students, they see that the students taking this process seriously, they're really looking to find the best fit university.
Right.
So yeah, for us, it's right about 70%, and it's held steady pretty much, over the past 10 years. We haven't gone up, yo-yoed up and down as a university. It's pretty much steady as she goes.
Got you. We understand that you always prefer to have a quality students than the quantity.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I heard that you have a good number of accreditations as well. Could you please explain what kind of accreditations the university holds on?
Yeah, so overall, Higher Learning Commission is for the entire university. We have 2 accreditations I think are pretty important for students in business and computer science. So AACSB accreditation, one of about 6% of U.S. universities that offer business programs that have met their standards. We've done this every year since 1948, but long time. I think that's really valuable, that when students are looking for something like an MBA or a bachelor's in business, it's like I can say we have a good MBA, right? But AACSB is a really good indication that it's a quality program, and you're going to get a good, good investment, return on your investment. And then ABET accreditation is for the equivalent for engineering and technology. And so we have that for our computer science programs as well. And it's one of about 10% of universities that offer computer science have achieved that. And we're one of them.
Got you. So, and if you can talk about something like how safe and secure the campus is, and what are the benefits the international students get out of it?
Yeah, so Vermillion, South Dakota is a very safe state. The Midwest in general is very safe. So super low crime rate. I'll routinely forget to lock my car, my keys are in my car or whatever. I mean, it's just that type of vibe of when I was a student at the university 15 years ago, and this hasn't changed, where I would just sometimes leave my laptop in my study station in the library, go to class and come back. I'm not worried that anybody's going to take it. It's just that level of safety. It's very walkable community as well, in terms of students that, if you want to burning the midnight oil, as we say in the library, midnight, walking back to your dorm or to your apartment, it's super safe. You don't have to worry about anything happening to you. So, and, we have on-campus police, and of course, a really good relationship with the community police and things such as that.
Okay. So do you have on-campus housing for the international students?
We do. Undergraduate students live on campus for the first 2 years after graduating high school. Upperclassmen and graduate students tend to live off campus. So even though it's off-campus housing, it can be anywhere from literally across the street from campus to a 15-minute walk to quite a variety of housing. And it's very affordable by American standards. 1-bedroom apartment could be $550 to $600 a month. And it's less expensive if you, have a 2-bedroom and share with a roommate.
Good. And the final question, do you recommend Abacus to the students who would like to study abroad in the United States and to join University of South Dakota?
I certainly do. Yeah. I really love the ARC accreditation that you have is really the gold standard, frankly, in terms of, consultancies that are working with the U.S. market. I know we've been partners for, 10 years now,
Yes.
I think, and have had students on our campus and very smooth service. And I think the students get good experience here that really sets them up for success when they get to campus in the U.S.
Thank you so much. Guys, this is for the update from the University of South Dakota. So if you need any more details or any more information about the university programs, requirements, feel free to visit us and get more details, and let's come and join for the University of South Dakota for the coming intake. January 2026 is open now, and you can come and join as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Signing off.